Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Saya mengucapkan tahniah kepada anda semua kerana hari ini join saya di Warung Usahawan. Dan ini merupakan sesi kita yang kedua. Saya bawakan dua ikon yang sangat menarik dan juga tajuk yang menjadi orang kata antara trending yang sangat baik apabila saya posting adalah mengenai coaching. Jadi tanpa berlengah lagi saya ingin menceritakan tentang dua orang kata tetamu saya pada hari ini, iaitu Captain Dr. Shan, itu Global President of International Association of Coaching, dan Miss Dini yang merupakan online growth coaching yang tidak asing lagi untuk kita semua. Dan sedikit pengenalan mengenai dua ikon yang saya bawakan hari ini adalah mereka merupakan orang kata ikon yang sangat-sangat membantu usahawan pada ketika orang kata keadaan yang begitu mencabar hari ini. Jadi tanpa melengahkan masa, saya ingin bawakan kedua-dua ikon kita pada hari ini on stage. Ya. Saya bawakan dua ikon kita pada hari ini. Alright, selamat malam Dr. Captain Shan dan juga Miss Dini ya.
Hai Dr. Nurul, Dr. Shan.
Hai Nurul.
Alright, okay. Tanpa melengahkan masa, saya ingin jemput Dr. Captain Shan untuk membuat sedikit orang kata pengenalan mengenai sedikit latar belakang Doktor.
Okay, selamat malam, good evening to everyone. Okay, nama saya as you can see kan, Captain Retired Dr. Shan. Saya punya career ni bermula dalam Angkatan Tentera. Saya adalah bekas pegawai tentera, khasnya dalam Kor Jurutera Diraja, Tentera Darat Malaysia ya. I joined the army sebab bapa I pun 31 tahun askar. So after about 14 years, sebab saya nak continue my education dalam human resources dan sebagainya, jadi saya berhenti and then saya, in fact, saya dapat kerja dekat sebuah syarikat multinational which is called EFS Training and Education. I was there, lepas tu dalam masa setahun, I was general manager untuk Malaysia dan Singapore. Selepas tu tahun 1997, I went on and started my own company lah, dan nak jadi entrepreneur lah. So dah dekat 20 tahun, more than 20 years sekarang ni, I'm the founder of Team Coach International. And kami punya focus area adalah leadership, facilitation, coaching, dan we work with teams. Yeah.
Alright, menarik ya. Maksudnya daripada seorang angkatan tentera dan kemudian venture into facilitation dan coaching. Alright. Bagaimana pula dengan Miss Dini? Boleh buat sedikit pengenalan mengenai latar belakang Dini?
Okay, thank you so much Dr. Nurul. Dr. Shan is amazing, okay. Wow, okay. Well, for me, I dah 21 years doing business in sales, marketing and branding. And selama 14 tahun tu, I was doing online business. And also brick and mortar business lah. And I was doing marketing and branding for me, myself, and also building my own brands and also for clients. But the thing was last year, actually, I was with this award-winning branding agency. And my clients, I was managing their marketing campaigns, their branding, rebranding punya campaigns, My clients include Post Malaysia, Ministry of Tourism, Perdana Leadership Foundation, SMEs and JLCs. Tapi when the COVID was announced last year, all of my projects were scrapped. Even the ones yang kita dah buat for 6 months, and for 6 months juga there was no income. There was no payment, there was no income. Menteri cannot come in to sign check, everything lah. So waktu tu I panicked and I realized that I had to pivot online. So when I started pivoting online, I started to offer my services as a consultant for branding online. And from there, I evolved into becoming a mentor and a coach for people who wants to see how to get more engagement on their social media posts untuk branding themselves and their business online. So that's how I started. Bidang terjun lah in a way.
Okay, kena dengan tajuk kita hari ini dan Warung Usahawan menyajikan tajuk-tajuk yang membantu usahawan untuk bersama-sama hadapi pandemik ni dengan lebih positif. Dan saya dah jalankan satu survey baru-baru ini just nak gauge sama ada usahawan sekarang perlukan tak coach dalam perniagaan mereka. Jadi saya nak tunjuk sama-sama kepada Dr. Captain Shan dan juga Miss Dini survey saya baru-baru ni. Sekejap ya. Okey, menarik kan? Lebih kurang 70% daripada responden saya kata mereka perlukan coach dan 30% lagi mungkin tidak. Dan interestingly, komen-komen yang ditulis di ruangan komen masa saya buat survey tu, kebanyakan mereka adalah entrepreneurs. Dan saya sangat gembira kerana trending post tu sahaja dapat view lebih kurang 12,000 orang. Maksudnya ada yang segan-segan silo, tapi hari ini merupakan satu peluang untuk mereka boleh tanya terus dengan Global President kita Captain Shan. Okay, sebelum tu saya rasa nak tanya juga macam mana agaknya tiba-tiba Captain Shan merupakan seorang orang kata askar dan berada dalam jurutera dan kemudiannya berkecimpung menjadi coach. Apa yang menyebabkan, apa the will that you basically wanted to become a coach to help people?
Okay, when I was doing a lot of training, in fact dalam tentera pun I was happy lah in the sense that blessed lah to have, I kena sebut juga nama mentor saya, Datuk Danrul Tairobi Razak. I was a trainer. Lepas tu bila saya keluar, lepas tu I rasa training saja tak cukup. Jadi I went on and doing more research, what it takes to be a great leader. Jadi dalam proses research saya, what it takes to be a great leader, perkataan-perkataan atau terminologi seperti facilitator, mentor dan coach timbul. Lepas tu I had another mentor daripada Australia, Mr. Ross Walters. Dia beritahu, Shan, you should go into coaching. I said, I buat coaching siapa? Dia cakap, coach lah, businessman, all the CEOs. I cakap, how do I know about business? My father pun askar, my family semua, ramai uncle-uncle semua askar. I do not know anything about business. Dia cakap, no, as a coach, you don't have to know the content. You don't have to be subject matter expert. Then my journey started. I started my first coaching certification, went to my second certification. Then I realized, wow, actually coach is all about enabling, not about directing. And I was blessed to start into facilitation dulu, lepas tu coach. So now I do, then I realized, lepas tu orang pula ada tanya juga, macam mana askar boleh coach? Sebab askar ni duk ngarah aja Pak Majang kan? I said no, even in the army, in the situations where even you have the data information, there's a process called appreciation where we are forced to ask questions so that kita boleh tengok in one situation the from a different angle, from different perspective. So then I realized, wow, actually in the army I learned about coaching. Tetapi masa tu tak dipanggil coaching kan. So that's how my life went into coaching. Dan bila I tengok benefit coaching, even for me, I said, this is something beautiful that I want to pursue. That's how it all started, Nurul.
Wow, interesting. Coaching is about enabling. So benda ni actually I rasa sangat deep kerana tak semua orang akan dapat orang kata divine ataupun ilham untuk buat perkara ni. Dan saya juga terpanggil untuk tanya Dini perkara yang sama. Bagaimana boleh terjun menjadi coach dalam bidang Miss Dini sendiri?
Macam saya cakap tadi, actually it's for me lah, because I've attended banyak sangat course. I've gone through many coaches, but to think about being myself untuk jadi seorang coach, tak pernah macam terfikir, because I know how different the world is being a practitioner and a coach, and I was too busy doing my business. Tapi last year I learned a lot about myself. When I went through difficulties, when I was questioning apa sebenarnya yang what do I want, because when you are at the point where you just lost all of your jobs for 2020, and then you at a point of tipping point, you can choose either way. You can choose to do a different business and do something else. And waktu tu I realized that because it was such a tough period for me, I didn't have an income, I was worried, I have 2 small kids, I have elderly parents. I was out of my wits with worry sebenarnya. And then, in fact, like people ask me like, macam what are you going to do? Look at the economy sekarang ni. What business can you do right now? I cakap, I don't know, but I know that I got some skills in doing sales because I've been doing it for many years. I know I got skills in branding. And I think when I see what people are doing online, I think there's a big gap kat situ. And they're trying to scream their way untuk macam, hey, look at my products, hey, look at my services, and nobody's paying attention. And I know that it can be a lot better because I've guided corporates, I've guided I've done my brands and everything. So I wish I could help them, and I started by helping a few friends yang lost their income juga, and they came to me for help. And then I just, okay, this is what you do, this is how I guided my clients, this is what you do. And then they got results, and then their friends came, and then their friends of friends came, and then finally I macam, maybe this is what I need to do. So at the time I realized that, there's demand for this, for actual. But again, this is not like macam, this is not coaching this part, this is more like macam kasih diorang the solution that is available right now for them. So the coaching part comes later when I've already taught them what they need to know. And then I believe that at every stage yang kita want to grow our business, there's a big jump there, and that jump requires a lot of brain work. That's when macam tadi cakap dengan Dr. Shan, and he clarified everything so beautifully for me. Then I realized, that's the coaching part where you actually like enable them to think. And then I was like, okay, so that's how it started. And I must say that it's a blessing, because now that I'm in it, I can't imagine a different life. And I think I've always meant to be here. It's so beautiful. It's amazing to see the transformation that our students can have. It's amazing. Yeah.
Okey, menarik. Saya secara jujurnya saya pernah masuk dalam kelas Miss Dini dan saya sangat terkejut kerana ramai sangat orang kata follower dan student-student yang mengikuti program-program yang Miss Dini tawarkan. Okey, saya nak kembali kepada Captain Dr. Shan. Menarik sebab tahun ni kita tahu yang Dr. Shan ada menjalankan kajian bersama tim coach. Mungkin boleh kongsikan apa dia kajian tersebut dan apa finding yang Dr. jumpa?
Ya. Memula bila I started in fact I punya PhD pun I start lambat. Dan salah satu sebab saya masuk dalam bidang coaching ni, lepas tu I tengok research, tak ada research. Ada research on coaching tetapi on entrepreneurship, no. And in our country, in any country, we need small businesses and micro enterprises to flourish, to help the nation. And kerajaan has got wonderful initiative untuk membantu perniagaan kecil dan sederhana, micro enterprise dan macam-macam inisiatif. But why is not sometimes it's not happening? Again, so that's why I went into coaching research, and my findings from my PhD research was on how coaching can benefit entrepreneurs. And the findings, 3 levels. At a personal level, people who are having positive emotion, they are more focused on their business. Trust develop, not only trusting themselves. Like what Dini trusted herself to be on her own. And trusting self is one thing. And then confidence, up to 18%, their self-confidence went up. They felt happy. Business, because once the person is an entrepreneur, when they are happy and they are feeling comfortable, there are the direct impact on their business. And then what happened, this year pula, Dr. Norul, you were also part of it. Sebagai satu projek CSR, kita nak membantu micro enterprises and small business. So what we did from the International Association of Coaching, Malaysia chapter, we have got volunteers who volunteered to coach, and then we did a study on the coaches. All those, mula-mula tu everything blame COVID, all this came up. But the research finding, they all had great experiences, their feelings. They felt that they could move forward, benefits as such as personal and business benefits. They managed to visualize their goals. They felt like it was like an onion, layer by layer the coach peel. Bukan, kadang-kadang coaching session pun boleh jadi membawang punya session kan. Tapi ini betul-betul membawang punya session. Dia punya, the onion to the core, it was layer by layer until they find themselves entrepreneurs. Okay? And then they took a step back and then to move forward. And then the outcomes, of course, personal outcome, business outcome was there. And then the impact was on energy and they could see the results. So, dah lupa dah pasal COVID ni. They started focusing on what do I really want to do rather than focusing on what I don't want. Maybe I later can talk about solution focus. Yeah. But so then I looked at it. Wow, all my 4-5 years punya PhD research dengan 3-4 bulan punya research sebagai CSR program, when I looked at the finding, not only me lah, but was me, and who helped me was Professor Dr. Zainal and Bravo Louis who was there, and we looked at it and he said, wow, memang match. So there is a benefit for entrepreneurs if we start engaging or introducing coaching into the big picture as one of the two.
Wow, interesting. Jadi saya nak buat sedikit introduction bagi siapa yang tak familiar dengan International Association of Coaching. Ini merupakan salah satu badan yang ditubuhkan oleh Legacy Thomas Leonard ya. Beliau memulakan kerja-kerja penubuhan ini lebih kurang pada tahun 2002, tapi association ni ditubuhkan secara rasmi pada 2003 yang mana merupakan ketika itu hanya selepas sebulan beliau meninggal dunia ya. Jadi association ni itself, I think Doctor, if I'm not wrong, we already reach more than 80 countries Jadi
yes, and then a few languages and all that, you're making a difference lah.
Ya. So sangat menarik kajian yang doktor lakukan dalam masa beberapa bulan, match dengan apa yang kerja-kerja PhD yang dijalankan selama 4 atau 5 tahun tu Jadi sebenarnya kalau saya simpulkan sebenarnya Dr. Captain Shan, maksudnya the finding tu walaupun dah 4 tahun atau 5 tahun kerja-kerja kajian tu dijalankan, maksudnya perbezaan antara behavior tak banyak lari lah walaupun dalam keadaan pandemik ni ya. So maksudnya asas seseorang itu masih lagi perlukan kepada orang kata mencari diri sendiri dan kemudian membuat hala tuju yang lebih berkesan. Alright, Dini, interesting kalau kita match balik dengan finding yang tadi diuraikan oleh Dr. Captain Shan, adakah secara praktikalnya bila Dini pun juga buat coaching di luar untuk bantu ramai usahawan di atas talian, adakah perkara yang sama nampak ada persamaan?
Based on result daripada your survey tu yang macam that actually coaching really helps. Memang definitely. In fact like jujur saya cakap, even waktu I buat business, when I was a practitioner, full practitioner, I takkan berjaya untuk melepasi setiap gelung cabaran tu, setiap level baru tanpa coaching. Kebetulan macam I found the need to coach tu awal, alhamdulillah, and I found amazing coaches. And selama macam buat business tu memang every time I'm stuck, I akan cari coach sebab I betul-betul pegang kepada you have to learn to earn and you have to apply to fly. So kalau you're stuck, if you keep doing the same thing expecting a different result because you cannot see past you punya cabaran, you don't know the right question to ask, it only makes sense to ask somebody who can ask the right question for you. So that's why I think macam even when I am doing the coaching right now, sebenarnya the key thing is helping them to like macam get the right questions instead of like why me, why am I stuck in this situation, I don't have any money. Ask them like macam I help, okay, with whatever that you have dekat tangan you sekarang, apa yang you boleh buat. And then when they don't see past that pun, keep asking, and I rasa macam the research and the study that you guys made is momentous because finally there's like some real quantitative first like field survey happening, because in practice memang the awareness dah start besar. People know that they're stuck and they need coaches lah untuk help.
Okay, interesting maksudnya apa yang kita katakan mengenai coaching ni ialah nanti Dr. Captain Shan nak sentuh mengenai solution focus. Bila kita bercakap dalam keadaan ekonomi yang tidak menentu dan kita tidak nampak jalan keluar pada ketika ini agaknya Dr. Captain Shan, bagaimana agaknya peranan coach ni menjadi lebih penting jika dikomparekan ataupun jika dibezakan dengan keadaan sebelum COVID ni lah.
Okay. Pertama sekali walaupun yang research yang kedua yang kita buat ni, all the coaching session kita buat online. Sebab kadang-kadang orang cakap, alah kalau face to face efektif lah, online tak efektif lah. No, it's proven. Dini has proven it as well. That online can be done. It's all about whether we want to or not. Coaching ni, kalau I nak ceritakan, jago kampung ni tak ada coach. If you are international standard baru ada coach. Macam Dini cakap kan, mula-mula first level tu mungkin bukan coach. You teach them, you tell them what to do, apa semua sekali. Kan, as they go up and when they are becoming more professional, when they are good, I mean bila dia punya knowledge and skill is good, then you need a coach to move to the next level. Exactly like what Dini was saying. Now, masa pandemic ni, people are alone, people are not communicating. And then kita pula cakap pasal, we talk about, we need to have social distancing. I said, don't have social distancing, have physical distancing. Don't socially distance yourself. Get involved in all these groups and all that in the, virtual, connect. Because when we are all by yourself, you're not able to think. You think that you're thinking out of the box, but you're actually the box becoming bigger. So it's about the mindset. It's about because when I address one of the industry was badly affected is tourism industry. So I had an association come and ask me, Shan, can you talk to leadership, the leaders about what do we do now? And then another one with my partners, my industry partners, university is University Malaysia Terengganu, with Dr. Zikri dan sebagainya. Kita ada one window that I could travel. So we went to Kuala Terengganu and then we spoke to about nearly 100 people of micro enterprises and homestay entrepreneurs. Pertama sekali I said, please, number one, kalau kita ikutkan definisi International Association of Coaching, is personal and professional transformation. And the key words are awareness, discovery, growth. Kita harus sedar, where are we right now? Bila kita dah sedar where are we right now, that means telling, okay, accept the fact COVID-19 is destroying your business. Accept the fact. Tak payah nak komplain mana dia wujud, tak payah nak cerita pasal biological warfare, tak payah nak cerita pasal ni. Masing-masing dekat Malaysia ni ada orang-orang yang patut buat kerja, dia akan buat. What are we supposed to do? And then start complaining. Tak habis-habis. Tu saya, another good friend of mine, Putri Juniani Johari, Adiba Saleh, and we got Winston, Andy, we all going out there and telling, look, kalau boleh kita nak keluarkan perkataan masalah tu daripada perbualan harian. Kalau tidak, everything is, I'm sure, Coach Dini, boleh. Masalahnya, tak habis-habis. Masalah tak akan habis. So if we start, pertama mula dah fikir pasal masalah, macam mana nak move forward? This is where I'm talking about, being aware and moving forward. Don't focus on what you don't want. Focus on what you want. So I tell the leaders straight, look, accept the fact first that business is down. Once you dah accept, be grateful and bersyukur. Bersyukur kita masih boleh menapas lagi. Bersyukur kita boleh masih memikir.
Yes.
People are depending on you. You sebagai leader, you pemegang amanah nak jaga orang ni. Kalau you sendiri, because research says we have got about 20,000 to 60,000 thoughts per day. And guess what? About 70% is all negative.
Wow.
So about 70% all negative. If people are, always thinking about 80%. 80% thoughts are negative. And guess what? 95% of the thoughts is repeating itself. Hari tu kau dah cerita aku dah masalah kau. Yang hari ni kau nak ulang-ulang buat apa? Tak apalah, give them allowance to download. Tapi don't keep on repeating because I will not be interested. Let's talk about transformation. And I think Dini brought up a very good word, transformation. There is a difference between perubahan dan transformasi. Perubahan ni kita punya fokus is benda yang dah lepas. I was like this dulu, sekarang aku dah ubah dah. Itu change. But we want to transform. Because you cannot do anything about the past. When we say about transformation, forget what happened yesterday. Look at the future. Our focus point is the future. And this is where coaches help. To look at the future. That's why I always say, Ramai ni, it is not a change caterpillar ataupun ulat bulu ulat bulu yang dah berubah, tidak. Rama-rama is a transform caterpillar. A butterfly is a transform caterpillar, not a change caterpillar. Jadi for now in COVID, what I'm doing, we are doing all these talks, helping people look, accept the fact, move forward. What do you want? God willing, if you start appreciating, kalau kita punya hidup ni penuh dengan kesyukuran, guess what happens? We got all the good feeling hormones pumped up, endorphins. And when we have the good feeling hormone, this is part of neuroscience, yeah. When we have the good feeling hormone, then we can look for more choices, think about more choices, can be more creative and innovative to move forward. Janganlah duk masalah memejang. Kan? So this is where kalau ada masa nanti I cerita very true story about problem solving and solution focus. Okay, over to you.
Interesting. CA cakap very panas ni Untuk pengetahuan Dr. Captain Shan, CA ni quite popular juga. Dia bantu orang untuk dapatkan duit kurang daripada 30 hari. Memang efisien. Orang yang patut kita connect kalau usahawan nak belajar lebih banyak lagi. Okay, jadi saya nak tanya soalan kepada Dini. Bagaimana agaknya kalau usahawan datang kepada you dan dalam keadaan dia tidak tahu apa dia nak buat, apa agaknya Miss Dini akan advise ataupun what they need to do first in order for them to get out from the problems or challenges that they are facing?
I take the approach, kalau if people come to me, I akan tanya dia, actually where you at? Apakah what's the result yang you nak? And how do you think you can achieve that result? Because a lot of people bila macam they just concerned about nak making that sale, jangan ambil cost benda semua, but they don't listen first. You need to listen first to what the needs of that person is, and then baru ada integrity to suggest to them what is the possible options that they might have. Even if the option is to turn them away and point them to the direction of a different provider ke, with integrity you should do that. I really believe in that. Sebab if I put myself in their shoes, because I percaya rezeki tu takkan pernah salah alamat, and if you forward the person where they need to be, you with full integrity rasa they need to be somewhere else or they need to know this, and you do it not because of them and not because of your own ego ke your own achievement, but because you know that there's a bigger power that you will return to one day, and who oversees all things regardless of whether other people see or not. You are answering to the biggest power. So once you work from the point of view of a servant always, rather than like, because I know usually orang akan cakap cikgu ke coach ni, dia akan macam look at me, but that's not the right connotation sebenarnya. If I talk to real coaches, they're always servant first. They always have like the clients like best outcome in mind, like what you want. Okay, apa benda. That's how the whole system should be. So when people come to me, I ask them, actually what do you want? Like, what is the result? If they don't have any idea what to do, then I'm gonna ask them some more question, because it's kind of hard to point the roadmap to somebody who doesn't even know the point B or A. At least dapat the gist of what feeling they have to come out of this. Because sometimes, actually most times, people kadang-kadang they don't want solution, they just want people to listen. And then if that's the case, I listen lah. But listening first, I think is the key lah. Listen more. I hope that helps. That question.
Interesting. Ini memang antara ciri-ciri yang coach kena ada. Saya rasa saya bagikan balik kepada global president kita untuk kupas.
Dia rasa dia
deep listening.
Wait to hear.
About listening, in fact, the fundamental tools for coaching is, again, ladies and gentlemen, please don't worry whether you're a certified coach or not certified coach. Benda ni, everybody, one of my thing is to bring coaching to every part of the nation. Kami telah buat CSR project untuk orang-orang yang persatuan Blind Society of Malaysia. Our notes has been braille. We have been teaching for coaching menggunakan sign language untuk orang-orang yang the Deaf Association. So and I've got my friend Professor Rosta mengajar ibu-ibu Felda, orang-orang asli bagaimana nak coach. It's not rocket science. Satu, questioning. Dini already said, ask great question. Yang kedua, listening. Listening ada tiga tahap Listening pertama is I'm listening to answer you. Macam kita lah kadang-kadang ni kita jadi pemimpin kan, bila dengar kalau Dr. Nurul is talking to me, I pun dengar, tapi dalam my mind is kau cakap lah dulu, aku tahulah macam nak jawab kau. That is level 1 listening. You are listening to reply, not to understand. Dan yang kedua pula, when you listen, you tengok dia punya perkataan-perkataan yang dia gunakan. Kan? And then you got to clarify. kadang-kadang sometimes what dia mean by good and what you mean by good is different. Jadi clarify lah. And then listening tahap 3 is listening to what is not being said. Kalau Nurul tanya Shan, how was your project? Boleh lah, okay. Does it sound confident? No. Kan? Sometimes it's what the intonasi dia, how they say it. Like for example, I say, Dini, can you please, Dini, tolong kirim salam ke Rizal. Kan, tu lain. Kalau I use the same word, Dini, tolong kirim salam ke Rizal, lain pula maksud dia.
He owes you money.
So, this is listening to what has not been said. That is attentive listening, level 3. And then you got the paraphrasing and all that. And dalam coaching ni, bug figure lah, kalau seorang coach tu bercakap lebih daripada 30% daripada the whole conversation, there's no more coaching really. That's why listening is important. And it's all about the way of being. I like what Dini said earlier. Nurul, you also know. It's not about you. It's about the other person. Itu yang sebab kita harus faham. Ada beza dengan perkataan vision dengan purpose. Vision ni, I want to be the number one, I want to be the best. You pergi depan you punya coachee ataupun client and you want to be the best coach, hancur. Because it's nothing about you. It's about the person that you are helping. And that's why I am a big fan of servant leadership years ago. From Peter Greenleaf. And that is all about them, nothing about you. Because the meaning, if it's about you and your ego, then why you are there for? So, the difference between vision, I want to be the best, can be selfish sometimes. But purpose is, kenapa kita wujud di dunia ni? There must be a reason. Kan? Kita di dunia ni bukan orang kata created untuk habiskan beras ataupun untuk occupy space. Mesti ada orang yang di sekeliling kita yang benefit from our existence.
Yes.
There's something. Our God doesn't make mistake. There's enough people in this world. Every one of us has got a role to play. And you got to find out what is your role. How people are benefiting from you as a mother, as a sister, as a wife, as a husband, as a leader. If you can identify that, how orang lain boleh benefit untung daripada kewujudan kita, that is our purpose. And when you do something that you are purposeful for, the joy will be there.
Wow, very very deep. Just to share juga dengan orang kata yang menonton hari ni, servant leadership adalah sangat dekat di hati saya sebab orang yang pertama cakap pasal servant leadership ni is my mentor, Dr. Captain Shan, that actually make me read a lot how this leadership style is different from other types of leadership. Sangat-sangat menarik Dr. Captain Shan dan Dini interesting bila kita bercakap mengenai coach, stigma dekat luar pelbagai dan dah 2-3 kali saya buat poll mengenai coaching ni juga. Ada yang sangat positif mengenai coaches, ada yang sangat orang kata serik dan sebagainya untuk bertemu coach. Mungkin ini adalah merupakan satu platform kita sama-sama buat kesedaran apa agaknya orang kata coach ni sebenarnya pada definisi Dr. Captain Shan, maksudnya adakah bila orang bercakap mengenai coach ni ia adalah engagement yang hanya bermotifkan bayar dan sebagainya. Jadi mungkin boleh kupas sikit bagaimana kita boleh clearkan the air that peranan coach ni sebenarnya beyond from the ringgit and cents.
Yes, ada kalanya kita ada pro bono project, ada kalanya kita charge sebab coach pun kena makan juga kan. So the thing is coaching is all depends on, but what we are saying is kalau kita sentiasa menggunakan coaching style of conversation, don't have to be formal coaching all the time. Macam I punya, all my participant yang pernah ikuti kursus, dia cakap the first thing benefit is dia menggunakan coaching conversation in their family. First thing I asked the husband, say, you know what, Shan, my wife say, now I listen more. And there are miracles. I mean, this is all work of God. These miracles happen in the family. When the family unit is healthy, community will be healthy, the nation will be healthy, God willing. Jadi dulu bila orang sebut saja, kau pergi coach, dia ingatkan, what's wrong with me? You want to send me for coaching? Kan? Because sometimes kita pun tak boleh lah blame dia orang, sebab ada juga coach-coach yang tak nak let go of the ego. Dia duduk depannya, I'm the coach, okay? Habis, terus kita coaching ni kalau boleh kita nak cara sembang-sembang santai. The conversation that happens. Forget about the process. Forget about all the models that we have. But it's that intention, the conversation that we have with the person who wants to improve. Jadi stigma coaching ni now makin lama makin hilang. That people are paying attention that there is a wonderful place for a coach. Yeah, for a coach. And people are talking about, I need a coach. So what I'm saying is there are a lot of places. Kalau tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang ni, kalau betul-betul lah you want to have, you can't afford coaching. Like for me, when I talk to corporate, yes, I invoice them big time. Tetapi kalau orang yang tak mampu, tak boleh apa semua sekali, I'm a human being too. Sometimes I will just charge RM5, tarik pun I belanja. It all depends. It all depends. I always say, ask your conscience. Yang ada duit, bayarlah. Because you know why? You're paying for the time of the coach. And of course, we dalam International Association of Coaching Malaysia, off and on, kita bagi pro bono. You cakap je lah, okay, you tanya Dr. Nurul. You cakap je lah, I think who wants, because I just have to put in the WhatsApp group, there's somebody who wants coaching, who is willing to do it for free. Berebut orang nak buat. Because why? The values that the coach has is amazing. You know what? At the end of the day, I'm here to help you. You know what's the best part of coaching? The more I coach others, walaupun I charge a lot, I become better. I become a better servant leader. So the minute the coach stands there and say, I'm here to serve you, you have won. I'm not here to be served. I'm here to serve you. Mindset dah ubah dah. So that's how we can slowly change the mindset. I think what Dini is doing is fantastic. Slowly kita boleh ubah kita punya mindset for a greater Malaysia lah.
Interesting, sebab saya rasa macam yang Dr. Captain Shan kata tadi, walaupun ada sesi yang berbayar, tapi bila cakap pasal pro bono ni, saya dah jumpa banyak coaches, mereka semua mempunyai hati yang sangat-sangat mulia. So saya pun boleh kongsi juga, saya ada banyak jalan coaching session secara pro bono. Tak pernah ada lagi saya charge because it is part of my job, daily job that I'm helping SMEs. So saya nak tanya Dini, ada tak experience that SMEs atau entrepreneurs, usahawan datang kepada Dini dan cakap minta tolonglah sangat, perniagaan memang tak jalan, tak ada ringgit and cents dan memang tak boleh bayar Dini. Jadi mungkin boleh kongsi, sebab saya pernah dengar perkongsian ni, saya nak Dini kongsi sendiri.
Actually that question datang setiap hari and it's a good reminder for me because it reminds me dari mana I datang. Sebab this is something yang I want to share something sekejap je kalau boleh, like yang I tak pernah cerita kat ramai orang, like how I got in to find a coach when I was doing business. Ada pernah sekali tu I was travelling untuk beli stock for my business. I was travelling dekat Indonesia. And kebetulan we ran out of cash, habis-habisnya. And then tersalah budget, end up dekat hari tanggal merah, we missed our plane we had no cash, the ATM was not functioning. Call CIMB cakap sorry bank dah tutup sebab tanggal merah. Tanggal merah is cuti for Indonesians. So waktu tu I ada dekat Bandung going towards Jakarta to catch the flight back. I remember waktu tu I was so down sebab waktu tu kita orang tak ada any food on us sebab habis dah macam kasih to I had a workshop back then dekat Bandung. So dah kasih all the payments to the people because diorang nak bercuti kan tanggal merah. So tersalah budget memang. Tak ada duit langsung, no food except for 6 ban. 6 ban kaya inside my bag. That's it. Dengan air mineral, that's it. To last until the next morning, petang sampai ke pagi besoknya. And we had to sleep at the airport punya floor lah. And I exited the country dengan only RM3.20. And waktu tu I asked myself, first is balik je kena makan sebab lapar sangat waktu tu. Second is I said something needs to change. I don't seem to know how to make that change, that transformation happen. I know that I don't want to be stuck macam in this same situation again and again. Tapi it seems to be happening quite often. So I macam rasa macam okay, something needs to change. And waktu tu I realised that okay, if I keep doing the same thing as I did before, being selesa in my comfort zone and being confident that I'm good enough sebab ada ego as a business owner, makanya selamanya I akan stuck at that level. Tapi if I want change to happen, if I wanted to transform macam Dr. Shan cakap, it must come out outside of my comfort zone. I have to subscribe to the pain of learning and change in order to have something different happen in my life. Waktu tu, I balik je, I terus macam okay, I nak pergi cari coach. I need some answers. I don't know what's going on. Because at that time, I realized I was asking all the wrong questions. Why am I stuck with a 6 ban? Why do I only have RM3.20 in my hand? All the wrong questions. Because it's all like victim mentality going on kan. So after that, got a coach, got better, business got better, could breathe better. And then, waktu tu yang I betul sedar yang macam if you don't know something, don't be stuck like complaining about the economy, everyone else, semua orang lah silap except for you because that's your comfort zone. If you are fighting for your beliefs, your limiting beliefs, you will get to keep them.
Okay, so, quite interesting.
Awareness to realize that for me. And bila people coming back to your question of like, how people are asking now, it reminds me to where I started from. One time, actually many times, macam cut the crap, many times I was left with no money. When you're doing business, it's like up and down. Ada time kaya, ada time memang macam I punya miskin is level makan Maggi belah 2. Satu pagi, satu tengah hari. So I know how that feels like to be hungry. And I was also like macam I pernah terpaksa menjaja my store daripada office ke office just to make ends meet. I pernah tak balik rumah untuk raya because I didn't have any cash to fill up the tank. That was how bad it was. But because of my ego, of course I didn't tell anyone. Tapi so when a person drops their ego and message you and they orang cakap and they don't have the cash but they need the direction, they want something to change. I think if I'm in that position, berdosa kalau I tak buat something. That's because I was placed in I remember how it felt like, and I remember making a promise Allah that if I ever come out of that situation, I will be another hand that will pull another up. So whenever I get those kind of messages, I will do my level best to like, bring this person, sponsor their seeker, get them some resources ke apa ke. But most of the time, what they need is somebody to believe in them je sebenarnya. They need somebody to believe in them because maybe everyone else in their life has given up on them. Because I was there. I know how it feels like. So yeah, those messages come in every single day, especially now. I have, even in my DMs right now, I have like DMs I tak sempat reply lagi. And those are the kind of things that keep me going every single day. Sebab, the situation that they're facing is real. So, that's why, things yang macam Dr. Shan is doing, the things that you are doing, you light up the path for a lot of us. I wouldn't be here if not for my coaches. So, for me, I mean, it's an honor just to be around you guys.
Ya, okay. Interesting, Dr. Captain Shan dan Dini, perkongsian daripada Johan. Saya pernah tanya seorang coach base kat US masa awal pandemik dulu, berkesan tak guna Zoom sebab tak nampak body language, tak dapat rasakan essence motion orang tu. Satu perkara dia jawab, dulu masa di awal tahun 80-an dia buat coach guna telefon saja, pun berkesan. So video call ni sebenarnya jauh lebih baik. Then I was like, betul juga Wow, thank you very much for sharing this, Johan. Quite interesting. Saya pun nak tanya Dr. Captain Shan, sekarang ni maksudnya coaching ada because of the restriction of movement kan? So maksudnya memang berjalan di atas Zoom ke, telefon saja, WhatsApp ke, macam mana agaknya?
Okay. Research global research from the International Association of Coaching. Number one, still effective is face to face. Number two is all this video high HD conversation. In fact, the research that we did bulan awal tahun ni for the entrepreneurs is all using Zoom, and some people using WhatsApp call and things like that, right? So the thing is, the presence does not really matter. When you're fully present, whether kadang-kadang video call pun distraction. Kan? Macam kalau katakanlah I tengah coach Dini kan, I cuba nak baca apa buku dia ada kat bookshelf tu. Because that would be I mean, it could be a distraction. I got one of the top assessors, examiners in the International Association of Coaching. Bila I tanya dia macam mana you coach, dia cakap bila dia coach, dia face the blank white wall. Very effective. Nothing distracting. Completely focused on the coaching. And I believe that when you are totally congruent and present maksud congruent ni, I ingat ramai pernah dengar bila sama my participant, congruent ni when we are aligned Align maksud dia jangan fikir A niat B buat C. Itu bukan congruent, itu sengit nama dia. You're not aligned. So sebagai coach, when you're in your mind, don't think about the fees that you're going to earn. Alamak, ini free session lah. Habis. Because the congruent is when your thoughts, your intention, niat nama tu, and perbuatan tu, your behavior that you're demonstrating, when it's aligned, the coachee can feel it because emotions travel faster than words. Tak kira lah dalam face to face ke, dalam dunia maya ke, internet ke, it'll just go. So that's why as human beings, kita kena bersyukur lah. We have got better than what you could talk about AI, artificial. That was in a conference in Barcelona, which I was presenting a few years ago. We were talking about artificial intelligence coaching. How is that machine can take over human being? Janganlah, because we are creation of God. Nothing can replace us. People can attempt because kita ni kan ada I always say kan, jasad, akal dengan roh. Machine tak ada roh. So how can you replace human being? Never. So don't ever have, like Dini was saying, your limiting belief. Don't. Human to human connection is something divine. And we are created to be connection. That's why I sampai sekarang, I minat bila dulu orang berkutuk-kutuk orang yang lepak-lepak, kan, duduk minum-minum lepak-lepak ni semua, I promote them. I say this is a very good practice because manusia is forgetting to have proper conversation. So I support. Orang mungkin tak agree dengan I lah, tak kisahlah. You don't agree, that's fine. Melepak-lepak, membawang ni kalau niat dia betul, membawang is a very active or very productive activity, because people are talking, people are conversation, like what Dini was saying, listening. They just want you to listen. Yes, they want you to be the sounding board. So the minute the person is expressing, it itself is a therapy. They're downloading. So it's important to have conversation. So kalau kita tengok orang duduk lepak tengah conversation tu, biarlah. It's a very healthy practice. Tapi janganlah duduk in a round table, everybody looking at their mobile phone. Itu. No, so for me, it's a great place to be lah. It's a great place to be.
Okay, interesting ya. Cuma sebelum kita ada lagi 3 minit sebelum habis sesi hari ni, cuma agaknya kalau daripada perspektif usahawan, jika mereka nak jumpa coach, apa agaknya pesanan yang daripada Dr. Capt. Shan dan juga Dini sebelum mereka melalui coaching session? Agaknya 1 atau 2 tips sebelum mereka jumpa coaches.
Dini, you want to go first?
I think for this session, I serahkan bulat-bulat pada Dr. Shan. I also ask Dr. Shan. Okay. Answer dia, I pun nak dengar answer dia mesti yang paling baik, and I take bulat.
Okay. Dia pertama, you nak coach ya. Kalau you punya pengetahuan dan juga kemahiran tak cukup, pergi jumpa trainer, pergi jumpa mentor, pergi jumpa consultant. Tetapi you punya kemahiran, you punya knowledge dan sikap untuk grow, untuk membangun, untuk berubah. Kalau you ada, then you can go and find a coach. Ramai di antara pergi jumpa coach, walaupun you tak tahu apa you nak ubah tau. I want to be a good businessman, but I do not know. I want to be a good businesswoman, I do not know. But I want to. The minute you want to, go and see a coach. Jangan, coaching okay lah, pergi jumpa coach lah. Then don't waste the coaches punya time. That's why I said that.
Okay.
You must want to improve. Then you go and see a coach. For me, although dia bayar kan, kalau katakan 3 sesi I ada, dia tak nak buat apa-apa what they're supposed to do, I say thank you very much, you're not ready for coaching. I won't waste my time. I tell them, I think I will be very, very polite lah. I think you're not ready for coaching. Why don't you go and do something else first, and then when you're ready, come for coaching. Because we don't want people who are not ready for coaching, because coaching is the wrong intervention. Bukan kita cakap dia diteruk, tak. Intervention tu sila. You are not ready, so you go for training. Or you go, and that's why we say that coachy kan. Jadi orang yang not coachable, we don't call them coachy, we call them coachy. Don't waste people's time.
Okay, this is very sincere. I think this is very correct juga. Kalau you nak start perniagaan dan probably you tak ada ilmu, dapatkan ilmu tu dulu daripada trainer ataupun coach, daripada mentor. Dan bila you dah sedia nak pergi next level, that's where you go and get coach. Ya, okay, dengan tu hari ni saya nak ucap terima kasih kepada Dr. Capt. Shan dan juga Dini. Thank you very much also kepada partisipan kita hari ni yang sama-sama menonton daripada Facebook page Warung Usahawan dan LinkedIn saya. So hopefully bulan depan kita dapat buat lagi satu topik yang dapat membantu anda usahawan di luar sana. Okay, dengan ini saya nak tutup sesi hari ini dengan mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih kepada semua orang kata penonton kita daripada Facebook page dan juga LinkedIn. Sekian, jumpa lagi.